10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
How are you guys doing? Yes, I forgot to run the intro. My intro ended up being me being mute. Yes, today is Bring Your Tactics. We are going to be looking at a few tactics that you guys have submitted. I'm just looking at this lot right here. Okay, we've got a few tactics that have been submitted. We're gonna copy this, put this into the documents folder for tactics. Where are you? I'm gonna, these are all my own tactics. So I'm gonna create a BYT here. And we're gonna put these tactics inside here. Yes, I've got a save, but this is my Sampdoria save. This is where we are with Sampdoria at the moment. Yeah, still going quite strong. Let me quit. Rather, I don't have to quit. I just have to load the game. What was it? Save again? It's my OM save, yeah. Olympic Marseille save. These are not Olympic Marseille. Not here as well. Oh, it's inside here. Yep. Hey, I'm good, man. Maximovic, how are you doing? All right, so we got a few tactics to look at. So let's load tactics from today's show. We got a 4-3-1-2 camp. This is interesting. Whenever somebody says camping 4-3-1-2, I get a bit curious. Okay, looking at the tactic alone, the only thing I would say about this 4-3-1-2 is because these guys are in the half spaces a fair bit, you're going to have a situation where both of them are on the flanks. So if you don't keep the pressure, you don't keep the ball moving, what you're going to see is the space open up. So good teams will definitely get around that, around these two players, because they are sometimes leaving space open. So typically what you want to do is make sure that this, ideally you want a player here who gets further forward, or gets forward whenever possible. That's what you want for both these roles. Hey, thanks, man. So looking at the tactic alone, as it plays, you got this guy. This role is a complete forward, so he roams, right? He does everything. He does everything he's supposed to do. Basically, whenever you play a complete forward, they're a jack of all trades. That's what they are. Keep lying forward and support. He's going to drop, lay off the ball for this guy. See whether he got any PIs. He got no PIs as well. So this guy goes half space. This guy goes half space. Open pocket, open pocket. That's what's going to happen. You need a good team. And then I would strongly recommend that you think about the... here, you've got... Why not counter as well? I mean, when you get the chance to hit them on the break, because if you do something like this, it's very much you're trying to move a team around. So for that, you need a good team. 4-3-1-2, so typically I don't advise people to use both these roles together. It's one role where you think there's going to be a bit more creativity. You need some more creativity on that side. That's what you do, right? So that's how I would set it up. But if you have like two of them, it can be an issue, man. Okay, we just watch this. I don't want to do this on sideline. We'll do this like this. I want you to pay attention to this player and this player. I think those are the two. we got Gerson and Rongier, right? So Gerson and Rongier. So we're gonna click on both of them, right? So throughout the highlight, we can see where they are. So the moment you look at this, he moves up. So this is actually the striker, the complete forward. He's dropped this deep, which is not surprising. So when you see Gerson moving into this space, if you're going to build up play, this guy has to be able to keep the ball. All right, so he goes up. Now you see the gap that opens up. This is how they operate in the half space. So this entire area is the zone in which he will be working a lot. So now, because they shifted, this is the complete forward. This is the, you've got Paye and Rongier, right? So you got Paye, here's the AM. You got Larson here. Where's your Rongier? Rongier is interesting. Look at where Rongier is. Hey, he's here. He's not here. He's here. So this is what happens when you use a Mezzala and a Carrillo together. So you see that? See this big gap now? This is the reason why whenever I play with a 4-3-1-2, I never use a Mez and a Care. Because if this makes the job of this guy even more crazy, because now he's got to cover this entire zone by himself. So while you have three midfielders, you actually are he's doing half a job. He's doing half a job. This guy is doing 1.5 jobs, right? So he's doing half. He should carry the slack. So basically, this is how you end up. We see where the Mezzala is now. The Carrillo is there. So if you're going to use a Mezzala and a Carrillo, this is something that you have to pay attention to. I know it's fantastic. It's phenomenal if your team can keep the ball. If your wingbacks are very good, not a problem. You can carry the ball up. There's a lot of pressure you can apply towards the flank. It's a positive thing to do if you have the players for it. The challenge is if you don't have the players for it. What if your wingbacks isn't good with the dribble, has a poor first touch, or has low composure? See, players with poor first touch, composure, balance are terrible under pressure because you'll end up trying to trigger the press on them. They might make a mistake, and those are the players that are going to cost you the game. So it's something that you have to bear in mind. And I probably, if you're going to do this with an average team, no, I wouldn't recommend it. In fact, right now, against this formation is actually going to struggle because he's here, right? Okay. They got a DRP and an AM, but look at what they have. They've got a DRP, ball winning midfielder, DM and AM. Perfectly positioned to exploit the fact that you have these two guys out wide. So how do you play against this narrow formation? Okay. We're going to play this for another 14 to 15 minutes and then we're going to find out exactly what happens. Okay, we're down a goal. We're going to have a lot of work to do, man. I'm about to get knocked out of the Champions League. I don't have to look at the highlight. It's going to happen. Because they have two well-positioned players. So we have a problem. So how am I going to react to this? Okay, first up, if I go wider, I'm in trouble with this formation. The wider you go, the more suicidal it becomes. This is suicidal. You told your players to stay further apart. Now you told those two guys to stay further apart. The whole center is now rigged to be destroyed. So we are going to have to react. We're 28 minutes in. We can't afford this. I'm going this way. I'm going to focus play to the middle. When I focus play to the middle, something will change. Okay, that's the first thing I do. So when I focus play to the middle, actually what I'm telling them is to come closer, to support play to the middle. See where this guy is now moved? Look at that. Big change, small tweak. Right? Only problem now is we're going to give away the flanks. Right? So against this formation, so now I've got two formations that are playing against each other. All right, and we're getting toasted, man. This is going to be whoever can control the flanks. So I don't like the idea of these two roles together. Okay, you got Mez coming up here. This is a very attacking side. So we'll just stage this into like a box-to-box midfielder. We'll try this Mazzala. And I'm going to tell this guy to go high up the pitch. Yeah. All right. I might as well tell him the prevention of goalkeeper distribution. We're 3-0 down now. So look at where he is now. Not yet. The change hasn't kicked in yet. Because this is the focus play. Look at the focus. We focus play to the middle. They are closer now. Guendouzi doesn't feel the pressure. But when we lose, that's for possession. When we lose the ball, we still have the same problem. Right? Because they're going to be further away. But because now we're in possession of the ball, when we lose the ball, they're not as far away as they would be if you were wider. So I hope you understand that. So we've actually got a transition which involves us. Come on, cross the ball. I don't want to get knocked out, man. Go, Kamara. Oh, that's too aggressive from Kamara. Okay, we're hoping that we can come back. Oh, Larson to Milik. Milik's shot is blocked. Larson again, come on. Do the thing. Do the deed. I think about complete forward at DLF. Both of them going to drop deep, right? Why do we want him to drop deep? He's already dropping deep. Why do we want him to drop deep? You want to hold out the ball, dribble. So he's going to drop deep as well. That's what the complete forward does. Okay, so I'm just going to tell him to be simple. Pressing forward attack. Put pressure on the last man and maybe, don't hold up the ball. He got DLF already dropping deep. He might hold up the ball. Why do we need two of them to do it? What are they only going to make chances for the AMA? Hey, Kachi. Hey, today we're going to be basically focusing on Discord. Yeah. I'm going to focus primarily on Discord first. If we have time, we'll do that. I want to do something as well. Hey, okay, now here, okay, now we changed 1 role, 2 roles, right? That's it. Okay, now we watch them play. This should be enough. It should be enough. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, look at we lose the ball, not so bad. That's one last thing I forgot to do. I'm tempted to go narrow, give up the flanks. But we have to exert pressure on this wingback base system. It's going to be a tough ask for us now to come back. Kamara is on the... Do I have another defender? I gotta bring him on. I have no idea whether he's any good. Griezmann misses. Okay, we aren't that bad now. It's a bit more solid. We're a bit more stable. You see, now in the center, it's not that bad. We don't get ripped through the middle anymore. Now, okay, we're getting a bit of flag down the flanks, but yeah, I mean, we're 1 goal down. I'm not too surprised. Payet is dead in the water, man, this game. So I would... This is fine. This is fine. But why DLP? You need someone to be creating chances, or you just keep it simple. CMD, box-to-box, Mazzala. If you want, you can use him as the APA. Then you can have a final, somebody holding up the ball, trying to work something together. I mean, I personally prefer wingbacks on attack. Dominate the flanks. Don't sit back. Right? In a 4-3-1-2, you want domination from your wingbacks. If you're playing wingback on support, the setup that you have with a Carrello and a Mazzala is too suicidal. You need a really, really superb wingbacks to do that. Wingbacks who are so good on the ball that, honestly, unless if you're sending me this tactic right now, there must be an issue with your team. Okay, so I don't think you should be using wingbacks on support, and I don't think you should be using a Mazzala Carrello combination. Mazzala box to box is a pretty good one. Alternatively, you can go box to box with a. You can go box to box. Basically, you don't want more than one player that's going to stay wide. Rongier is out here, but you got enough support here. We're hoping that this guy can get down the flanks. See how high up the pitch he is. I mean, now we're putting more pressure on the opposition. But unfortunately, the game is over. So I would recommend that with this tactic, not to go in there with a Mazzala Carrello and not to play wide. If you want to, you can play a bit narrower like this. Okay. I would definitely not use a Mazzala here. Probably you could use a Mazzala here, but nah, I would still leave a box to box here. Mazzala here on support. This could be a wingback on attack. If you're too nervous, you can have a wingback on support and you can just launch one from here, wingback on attack. Right? So you need to do something like this. You need, in my opinion, if you don't want to play double wingbacks on attack, you shouldn't be playing this formation. Because this is for the 4-3-1-2 was famous for its wingbacks attacking. If its wingbacks don't attack, the 4-3-1-2 is usually dead in the water. Here, you go for a pressing forward attack. You got too many roles here. Like, you know, you got a complete forward attack who might drop deep. You got DLF who's gonna drop deep. You got AMA going, what the hell is going on? Right? That's why he was basically struggling throughout the whole match. So I would definitely change it this way. All right, next tactic. We've got Hassan Hutel 4-4-2. Ooh, a 4-4-2. I'm always after my heart. All right. So, whoa, let's see what we got. Let's see if we got any more. So far, okay, we clear this. Let's take a look at the next tactic. AF. All right, when you have an inverter winger is looking for options as well. It comes inside, looks for options, goes down. Fullback doing the overlap. Inverter winger here, just hanging about with the fullback, just hanging about. Probably lack of adventure in this tactic is going to be his downfall. There is no I don't see a clear path to goal other than one hopeful ball over the top. That's it. There's no other let's try and punch through the middle. Let's get some width down the flank. I don't see that in this tactic. Right, you got to get further forward, sit narrow, mark tighter. Get further forward. So basically this is what I guess as much. So you want him to come here, sit in this position. Why do you sit in this position? All they do is put balls over the top. And then this guy goes down the flanks. This guy may go down the flanks. I like this mark tight. I like this setup. I actually do. Okay, you mark tight everyone. Okay. All right. My method is slightly different, right? I don't mark tight actually. I mark tight this group. This guy. Maybe these two, and then I'll tackle hard with these two guys in front. Not close down more, I just tackle hard. Like maybe tackle hard with these two guys and then mark tight with the rest because I want to go after the second ball. So that's something that you can do as well. Yeah. All right, let's see what happens in this game. I mean, mark tight as it is fine. Yeah. Mark tight is like, what'll happen is when they have the ball, these guys are gonna get close. This guy's gonna get close. This guy, whoever's marking tight, they'll get close to the players when they enter their zone, right? So he's entered his zone, he's gonna get tight on him. The idea here is somebody is actually pressing, right? So you gotta hustle. Somebody's gotta hustle and close down these carriers. So in some formations, it's really nice. In other formations, you're just making up. See, you're just gonna pull out. So at least you look at this guy go mental. He's just dropped all the way back and mark tight. That's because of your mark tight. But remember, mark tight, right? If your players have poor, if the opposition players got a good agility balance, they can escape your mark tight quite easily. So you have to. It's not a recipe for success. Like I think I was playing yesterday in the draft mode, right? So somebody was marking tight one of my fullbacks. My fullbacks just ran circles around him. That did a complete 180 to escape the tight marking and went on to create an assist. So mark tight is a fantastic instruction, but if you come up against a player that has got very good agility balance, your mark tight is going to get turned inside out by the player who's got very good first touch. So he's going to escape that. You have to bear that in mind. It's good as a default, but pay attention to those players when you're using it, because sometimes you need to remove it. Okay, I'm gonna remove all this replay events. We don't need all this, right? It's just okay. All right, CM support inverter winger. We're gonna go to I think we're gonna extended highlights. We want to see where these two end up. All right, we want to see where these two end up, right? So this is your tactic. So because you sit narrow, this is sit narrow as well. Remember that sit narrow also affects their defensive phase. So whenever you are asking a player to sit narrow, his responsibilities when it comes to pressing will also be influenced because you've told him to sit narrow. So who does he press? It opens up this for a 2v1. Right, so these are things that you have to bear in mind. So when you want to, I understand the rationale behind this tactic, but the moment I see something like this, I'm going to play white. So if the AI starts playing white with direct passing, all you have to do, the moment he comes in here, we got 2-on-1 here already. The ball is going to get behind and you're going to concede a goal. So while it's a nice thing to have, you see that? Now he's rushing back to try and cover that spot. So yeah, I get the idea. It can be dangerous. Fullback on support, inverted winger on support, holds up the ball. Hey, okay, what am I going to do? Back there, there's a traffic jam now here. Because they're going like, what are we going to do? So they all are passing. I mean, I like the idea that you got so many support duties, because what will happen is when you have a lot of support duties, they move up as a unit. But when they move up as a unit, you also get committed as a unit. But these are risks that you're taking. It can work. You can have a tactic with all support duties. It can work. Now, no one says it won't work. I'm just saying that you have to remember those guys are all going to work as one. That is because you're tight marking. So this is good. I like doing. I don't normally tell people to do this unless we're doing one-on-one coaching. But normally I will tell people that one very effective tool in the game that I've not done a video on, I refuse to do it, is this tight marking tool. When to use tight marking and with whom. Okay. All right, let's try and tweak this, right? We're going to get some movement out of your tactic, because at the moment we're getting this guy, yeah, it's fine. But why don't we do things a bit differently, right? Give yourself a bit more of a option. Here it goes focus play to the middle, but what have you got? All this does is it gets the players coming closer together. It doesn't mean that they're going to pass the ball. It does mean that they're going to pass more of the ball in the middle, but what else does he do? So it depends on the traits, right? So let's look at the players. CMD, CM support, nothing here. For him, I think he's going to come in to get the ball. Okay, we're going to move him here so he acts like more like a playmaker. So that's the first thing. He is going to be driven by his traits. Marking, passing, positioning of the ball, that's not too bad. I mean, he's going to go up and down the pitch. He might do something unpredictable too. I doubt it. He's only 11, so it's not like he's going to light up the league tomorrow. Then you got Harit, I mean, you got Cengiz Under. Both of these are playing on the flanks as inverted wingers. They're going to look for chances. Now his crossing is only 12, his dribbling is 16. Actually, this guy is better off attacking, because he's not going to cross the ball, but he's going to attack. He's got some flair, which makes him very unpredictable. So if I can get him away with his acceleration and agility, he's going to take on players and he's going to do a really good job, right? So I'm going to turn this guy. What we'll do is we'll turn him onto an inverted winger on attack. Slightly different. Okay, we'll get this guy instead of sitting narrow. Okay, in this particular case, he's here, right? So what we'll tell this guy to do instead is stay wide. So one comes in, one goes out, right? Okay, this opens up this whole corridor here. We have to be very careful now what we're doing. So this guy's gonna go around the camel's ass. Maybe I'll just tell him to be a wing back on support. Okay, let's try this. Okay, inverted winger going this way, wing back going this way. Now we got two advanced forwards here, both moving up the pitch. What would be nice is one of these advanced forwards to drop and piggyback, and then we get some movement in this final third, because we're doing focus play to the middle, right? I'll do we'll do a false 9. Okay, no, let's not do a false 9. It's way too much. Okay, let's do a DLF on support. Just a DLF on support. Okay, so we're just going to try and get something else going. Okay, so this is Karakev, Mandranda. Okay, now the changes. We've just put in the changes. Yeah, they're going to kick in now. So he's got the ball. Cengiz Under with the ball. Goes up. Okay, look at that. Where is this? Who's this guy now? Who's that guy? The inverted winger on attack has just become a third striker. He's just become your third striker. So that player from the back, right, looked up, played the pass. There were two players they could have played it to. Okay, now this is getting a bit more interesting. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I don't know, maybe try something really out from left field. Okay, we're going to go wide. I'm going to go direct. I'm not going to play our defense. I'm going to pass into space or hit the early cross. I don't know if this is going to work, man. But I just saw this guy try something. So I've got this guy running. I got this guy. So let's see what happens. We got to give the ball away for sure. But hey, man, you never know till you try. I could be down 10 goals after this. Larson, okay, no. We might have, so don't expect us to have loads of possession. We're trying something funky. Oh, no. It's a free kick. We don't know if this is going to work. This is just an experiment at the moment. But that's one way of doing it. Because we've got these guys here. He's run off. Oh, wait. Okay. Harit, I know he's going to go and do that. Okay, wait. You. Edit. Far post. Take more risks. Okay. All right, just tweak it slightly so I can get this. I'm hoping to see this guy release the ball. Okay, wrong here to Kamara. Karayev, if he's got the passing range, he'll do it. If he doesn't, he won't, right? He has to have the passing range to do it. So if you have a play with that kind of passing range, like Trent Alexander-Arnold crossover pass, that would be sweet. Look at that. You see that movement is what we want after. Because we've stacked one side of the pitch, and then we've got attack options on the other as well. Now we got an inverted winger on attack who can go once, pumping down the flank on one side of the pitch. It gives us options. So you don't just have you just don't have a tactic which depends on the two inverted wingers to come inside, feed the ball to somebody over the top. So this is when I did pass into space, right? So let's remove pass into space. That's all I wanted to see. Now let's go a bit less wider. Okay. I guess we can do here early cross. It's not the worst thing in the world. It just means that you are trying to cross before a team is sitting back to defend. So yeah, why not? Okay, there we go. Our inverted winger on attack. Loves to dribble, takes people on, crosses first time to the other inverted winger. Hey. You got the option of one over the top, and now you got the option to cross the ball. Okay. I would say that this is slightly different. It's a bit more entertaining from my point of view. So he drops back. We gave it to the DLF. There, 1-2, buckle my shoe. Look at that. We get the ball up the pitch really quickly. Unfortunately, our players aren't good enough to hang on. But we win back the second ball. Goes back to the wing back, to the DLP. DLP looks for the inverted winger. Inverted winger was not fast enough. So you got both now. You got the option of one over the top. You got something else to drive down the flanks. Now, the wingback is aggressive, right? What if you decided, hey man, I don't like this wingback, it's too aggressive. Can I use something else? Yeah, you can. Use the fullback and support. You can still use the fullback and support. He won't be as aggressive, okay? But he will look to pass the ball, right, inside occasionally. So your DLP might be under a bit more pressure. Which is the reason why I went wingback first. Yeah. Because wingbacks carry the ball. Oh my goodness, we're two down, man. Because this tactic originally when we got it, I didn't like it because the AF, this guy sit narrow, this guy sit narrow. All you're depending on is those kind of dings over the top, which are too yeah, you're going to get goals, but they're all going to be the same type. Which is the reason why I recommend changing it to something slightly different. You're still getting these dings from your players, right? See? Over the top, over the top. He's out of play. No, he's not. What a ball. Okay, what key? Have you got? And then you want to play with two advanced forwards and you're playing so high up the pitch. I just checked that for the first time. And you don't need to be so high up the pitch. No wonder we getting the ball over the top is so close to the keeper. And then drop your line a bit more, let them come out a bit. Then, because you got all your players getting ready to win the second ball, but you're so high up the pitch. I feel like, wow. No. Drop your line of engagement by 1 notch. That's it. Your defensive line by 1 notch. You get better movement in the final third. So you see all your players are nicely marking. Look at that. Okay. So they are forcing them to play the ball, and then your players are in the right positions. Prevent shot goalkeeper. You know that high pressing, or usually leads to all these kind of very funky move pressing. Like, you know, these guys are pressing a bit too early. It goes long for Harid. Harid, the inverted winger, is away. Gets down. I like the fact that this guy's got a lot of flair. Right, so he's a bit unpredictable. Okay. I kind of like this version a bit more. I mean, we couldn't really see it in action a lot, but it's a bit more solid than the other version. And of course, with this kind of attack, you can always regroup, counter, and then, you know, it can easily become like a counter-attacking tactic, a counter-attacking 4-4-2. I would definitely not be adding things like more pressing to this tactic, because it doesn't have a DM, so you're gonna open up space very quickly. Yeah. Okay, come on, let's go. Do we have enough time? Okay, key highlights. Okay, come on, boys. There we go. The guy picks up the ball, takes on the defenders. We just have to make sure that, you know, we are going for width in our game, right? Now we got a problem with one player. Okay, gonna take him off. Do we have another guy to play here? We'll just bring you. I have no clue what he's like, but apparently I've heard he might be half decent. Hopefully we can pull goals back, man. So we got one back. Now let's see if we can get a few more. Don't have to make too many changes, but I don't like the sit narrower on both, because it makes your tactic way too predictable. You're only going to depend on one kind of goal. Now you can go after 2 kinds of goals, right? So you got a few options. See, you look at that, right? Because these guys are pressing your prevential goalkeeper. You're hoping that they try to work the ball. What we can do is tell the strikers to tight mark. No, hard tackle. Right, so you come in here. No wonder. Okay, remove this and remove this, right? Okay, what you can do is tell them to hard tackle as well. Tell these 2 guys to go in there and chop players' legs off. I mean, they won't do that, like as in literally take them out of the game. But what you can do is, because you got all these guys tight marking, right? So, I mean, this guy should tight mark. Yeah, this guy should tight mark because he's sitting deep. Okay, so this guy can be loose, and this guy's tight marking. So you can actually get these guys to tight mark, and then when you're applying the press, right, or your prevent shot goalkeeper distribution, and or those guys are hard tackling, what will happen is those guys get closer to their targets. These guys run out of options to pass the ball. They put one over the top. Okay. So essentially with this tactic, let's go to the tactic. So with this tactic, I would recommend that you drop this guy to a DLF on support. Turn this guy in mid. If you really want to use an inverted winger, drop this guy, turn this guy into an inverted winger on attack. He can come in here. This role, I mean, honestly speaking, I think that this role is better off being a wingback. You want to keep up with the inverted winger who's on attack. You got a defend duty here, so this guy can stay back. This inverted winger is fine, but they're going to look for options, right? So tell this guy to cross in far post. This player can also cross in far post. So both of them are looking to do a diagonal across the other side of the pitch, because this one is coming in as the third striker. So you get a decoy to pull players away, and you get this guy coming in unmarked. So you can get those kind of options. Now this, I would drop this here. You can play like this. Of course, you can play like this as well, like this. The pressing intensity can be more often, but I wouldn't go all the way up to here. You'll run into trouble because you're not using a DM. Yeah. This is fine. You can even go wide if you want to encourage the use of the flanks a bit more. When you do this, you're encouraging them to play a bit more inside. Yes. This and this is situational. Like, world ball into box. If you're the sort that is very comfortable with your player's ability to keep the ball, play out defense. You do this because you want to reduce crosses, right? You do this because you want to get all your players involved. You don't always need this because you already got this. Distributing to center backs. So you don't really need player or defense. Because when you do player or defense, these two come too deep. Then these two are too far away. Then you got all this one over the top. So I recommend removing this as well. Okay, next tactic we've got Young Guns. 4-2-3-1. Do-do-do. All right. Oh, wait. I've seen this before. This is very similar to what I'm using, man. It looks exactly like what I'm using. Okay. But the roles are all not, the setup is very different from mine. This is an AP. You need this guy drifting around. I can see the CM attacking. I can see this guy holding on. This DM, on its own, the roles are fine. The tactic is fine, right? This just depends on whether you have the right players for this tactic. That's all. Do you have the players like... it's exactly the same as mine. It's just, the only difference is you just change one role here. That's it. And this role here as well. And this duty here. Yeah, these three are just different. If you want to play this kind of a tactic, I would recommend that you start getting familiar with things like when to use focus play, when to use focus and all this. And your width as well, because to play this tactic well, you're gonna have to be able to handle different kinds of formations just by changing stuff on the go, right? It's an asymmetric tactic, so you have to understand how it handles itself against different formations. So, like, if I were to play this tactic right now, as it is, it's probably going to be fine. But here, look at this guy. This guy is going to go running up the pitch, right? And then he holds up the ball, and you've got your AP dropping. This role can be somebody who has got killer balls. See how he comes inside? It's exactly the same. I wouldn't change this tactic very much. You just have to get comfortable using, knowing when to use focus play, how to use those, and getting the right players in the positions. Like, this guy can be a killer ball passer, right? He can pass the killer balls. He'd be perfect for this role. Then this guy loves to move into channels. So this is very trait driven. You need to know your traits. This guy is going to come in on the blind side to score a lot of goals. So this means that these two guys have to work very well together to keep the ball and bring it up the pitch. And this winger is always going to be on support. Yeah. So you got to know your players and your system. So there's nothing wrong with this tactic. It's perfectly fine. The only reason why people struggle with this tactic is that I don't know when to use what, but you only learn that through understanding the players that you have in your team. So I'm going to use Milik is fine. Harit is fine. De La Fuente is a winger anyway. So Paye is going to come in on the blind side. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do it slightly more direct. I'm going to hit the early cross, pass into space, go very, very wide. I'm going to calm down. See what I'm doing? I'm just doing different things right now because I'm just doing it for the sake of trying to score a goal now. So what I'm trying to do is I'm drawing the team around and going as wide as I can to stretch the opposition. I got players. I think I know that these players can handle themselves pretty well. And we're using I'm using the team instructions to move the team around. I mean, what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to keep this thing. He's already a DLP, which comes deep to get balls. I don't need to use an anchor man. So it's fine. The tactic is okay, man. This tactic is perfectly okay. There's nothing there's nothing off about this tactic. Zenji, your tactic is in. Okay, I'm going to look at your tactic too. So like, see, it's going to play differently, right? If I use different team instructions. Okay. Now I'm going to use one touch passing. Push you up a bit. This Atletico Madrid beat me 3-0 earlier, right? This formation, absolutely nothing wrong with this formation. The formation itself has got absolutely zero wrong with it. It's how you use team instructions for this tactic. That's it. You just have to learn how to master team instructions. Once you master team instructions, you're fine. Fine, good to go. The only reason why people will struggle with this tactic is because they don't know how to use team instructions. I'm just changing the role slightly for a different flavor now. Because now I've got an AP on A and I've got a box to box. So I don't need to ask that guy to hustle up the pitch. So I'm asking the front three now, only 3 players in this group to be the attacking group. And I've told my team to focus play to the middle. And I've also playing with very narrow with, okay, maybe I'll just do it differently now. I'll just go wide. See, this is all about how comfortable you are with team instructions. That's it. There's no such thing as, what team instructions should I use for when? No, it doesn't matter. You just have to know your team instructions. There's a weakness for most people. They don't know how to use team instructions. Like, there's a narrow formation. How do you play against a narrow formation? What is the effect of team instructions? Like things like, when do you use focus play to the middle? What does this do? Any focus play instruction asks players to come closer in the area you're telling them to focus. Naturally, it opens up space elsewhere. So you are while you're keeping the ball really well in one area, creating an overload, you have open space up elsewhere. So how are you using that? Are you defending that space or are you using that space? Different people will have different answers. I might be using that space to attack. So yeah, so there's nothing wrong with the tactic. It's perfectly okay. There, you don't have to change it at all. You just have to get used to using team instructions. Okay, where's the thing that we just downloaded? This one, right? So file, open new window. Let's open this one here. There's something wrong with my eyes today. I'm doing another video. I'm doing a video for you, for the guys. I've been working on a video the whole day. My kids have been at home the whole day. The whole day, man. The kids have been torturing me the whole day. It's got to do with how you're going to start a new save, right? If you're going to start a new save, what do you, how many leagues do you load? Whether you load view only, what's the difference? Whether you should load like custom databases, like, if you want to load all the players on one continent. Because if you don't need to load all the players on one continent, it's just adding more players to the world. And it'll affect the transfer and the market prices because you're creating an overabundance of players for markets they may not actually be using them. So they're just going to be there. So prices are going to be low. How it affects your AI, how it affects the transfer market. So that small stuff there, here and there. So 433 trying to use width. Okay, interesting. Oops, what's this? Oh man, you wrote something and I just skipped. I just went right past it. Users. Documents. Where did I put the tactic? I put it in Dropbox, right? Okay. Okay. Let's go droppy boxy. Okay. All right. That tactic I just showed you, right? It's my Palermo tactic, right? So the one that I just did. Because you notice when I play the Palermo system, I have different approaches in different games. Okay, this one. Aim to counter attack, pass in the switch, hold shape, avoid bad toners, keepers, focus behind on the wings, so gives space on the side. Okay, all right. Okay, done. All right, so what have you got here? You got narrow width, okay, drawing them out. Tighter marking on the whole team, okay. I don't like this, tighter marking on the whole team, but I can see how it might work. Okay, counter press, okay, fine. This is a big, right, for tight marking. So everybody tight marks, they get skin, 2 or 3 players out of position. What about this? Close down more, mark tighter, stay wide. Everybody's marking tight. Everyone's marking tight. Okay. Okay, you got I don't get this. No. Okay, you got the whole team tight marking already. So why are you having this? I mean, I think this is all redundant, so you don't need this. You don't need this. Right? It doesn't make any player more tight. Doesn't make them mark any more tighter. So you see, all these guys are tight marking. Right? So you don't have to have that instruction. It's just redundant. Just no point. Okay, we're gonna skip to the day itself. I think my mouse is not behaving. I did a team instructions video a while back, but I can do one more. But the thing is, right, you have to remember, focus play down the flank. That's it. It just brings players close. You just have to remember, it brings players closer together. That's it. It draws players to one side of the pitch. So when you focus play down one flank, you're going to open space up on the other flank, right? If you think about it, when you do that, what you're doing is you are creating an opportunity to attack that flank if you have the right player for it. Because you've drawn everybody to one side. So that's why when I use that tactic, sometimes I will go very narrow and sometimes I'll go very wide. And sometimes I just balance the width because I know that, okay, I'm opening up too much space. I only got one wing back. I'm going to get torn apart if I play on narrow attacking width. So you got to remember that. So when it comes to team instructions, my advice to people is this. Don't go making 355 tactics. Make one tactic, understand that one tactic very well, and then learn how to use team instructions for that one tactic. Once you understand all the team instructions for that one tactic, you will be a much better player than to try and find a tactic that's going to work, like that meta tactic. There is no such thing as a meta tactic in this game. There's never anything like a meta tactic. You're trying to funnel the press onto one side. Ignore the time marking and team side. I want it on place. Okay. All right. Yeah, I thought as much. So this is, okay, you want to funnel play on one side. This is where? Left or right? Where you're trying to funnel play? We're on a funnel. You're focusing down the right means you're focusing down the right, no? It means you're drawing everybody to the right where you got all these attack duties. Yeah, I got it the other way around. You got to do it this way. You want to draw everybody to the left so you can attack down the right. You see, this is the mistake people make. They think that if I focus play down one side, that's where my attacking duty should be. No. It depends on where you want to attack, right? Who is going to score your goals for you? Right. So if I do a focus play down the right, okay. The question you always have to ask yourself is this: who is going to be your prime goal scorers? So if these are the two prime goal scorers or these two, whichever the two are, the focus is on the opposite flank. Yeah. Sidewinder and Diablo was the meta tactic. Yeah, Diablo was very strong. Diablo was a meta tactic. Diablo has gone on to become, it's probably the strongest tactic I made. One of the strongest tactics I made. The basis of Diablo has gone on to create a lot of variations. There are so many very strong ways of playing Diablo right now. Okay, so I want to win the ball. Okay, no. It's not where you want to win the ball. I want to know where you want to. See, this is the thing. Okay, whenever you create a tactic, you got to ask yourself, where do you want to score your goals from? Who is your prime goal scorer? Who is your prime goal scorer? You just have to ask me. That's all I need to know. Is your prime goal scorer this one? This one? We know he's going to be in the goals, right? So who's going to be the second highest goal scorer? If this is the goal scorer, So the way it's set up right now, the way this tactic is set up right now, your prime goal scorer is going to be these two. Okay, so what I'll set up is I'll do this. Inverted winger on support, we focus player on the left. Then it becomes a prime goal scorer. But now the problem is this, right? You have this inverted wing back coming up this way. You got a CM on attack pushing up this way. So you got all these guys creating. Let's play this. Let's just play this for a while. This could be very, very interesting. You want the inverted winger to score. Okay, if you want the inverted winger to score, then this guy becomes inverted winger attack. Maybe this guy becomes winger on support. You're coming like a bloody choo-choo train on this side. Okay, let's go back to focus player on this side, right? Okay, I'm just making the changes right now. I want to see what happens. Okay. Inverted winger for goal scorer. Why doesn't he play as an inside forward then? Because for goal scorers, right, in the engine right now, the ones that score the most goals are inside forwards. Okay, right at the top, they are now undisputed kings. No other role is now going to score you more goals from the flanks than inside forward. They are the numero uno on top. Number 2 is round outer. Number 3 is winger. So basically, it's a very good fight between the winger and the round outer, right? In all my tests. Inside forward, number 1. Round outer and winger, very close, number 2. Inverted winger is the lowest of all the goal scorers. Of all the goal scorers, he's the lowest. So if you want him to be a goal scorer, you don't expect him to give you fantastic numbers. So you want to choose the right role as well. So now you've got inverted wing back, tight marking, nice. Okay, we're gonna try and win the ball, right? I'm gonna use something else, a few tricks. Okay, I know what you're doing now. I'm gonna do this. No, you map tight. Hard. Okay. Okay. So we do that. We got ask these two guys to do the press. The rest of them are doing mark tighter, right? So we got winger. These guys come down. This guy's gonna go in. Actually, the CM should be here. Okay, the box to box should be here. But then there's a problem now with your inverted wing back. Okay, let's put CM on attack now. Let's turn this guy into a. Oh man. Let's just do this. Okay. You can afford to do that, I think. Pressing forward as well. I trust you to make the change. I wanted to test pass into space, combine a whole shape. Pass into space with whole shape. You have to lower your tempo slightly. Okay, we just gave up a penalty with all the experimentals. Experimenting. Come on. Let's go. Take forever. Let's hurry up. Okay, thank you. Just to skip the no penalty phase. Way to do that. Okay. Let's be serious with this tactic. Okay. Inverted winger comes this way. This guy is gonna shove up. Okay, he's gonna push up. This winger is dropping. Okay, fine. But inverted wing back on this. You can't go this way. In fact, I would change this to a wing back, so you get width, right? Then you can get the focus play and you can get this guy scoring. You can do it this way as well. I mean, there's nothing wrong. We'll just do a box to box so we don't have too many. Okay, the inverted wing back becomes the final option. Okay. And then let's drop the mentality to positive. And you want a whole play, right? Or counter press, whole play, tempo a bit lower. Passing a bit wider. Triple S is fine. Okay. All right. That's it. That's all the changes we're going to make. BBM, CM on attack, inverted wing back on attack. Okay, all right. Karayev back to Chinggir shoulder. This guy, wrong gear, looks up, Karayev, and almost CM on attack almost scored the first goal. Here, the CM is going to score all the goals. No? Okay, you see, when I do it like this, right, the CM is going to be the main goal scoring threat, not this guy anymore. So now you want this guy to be the main goal scoring threat, right? So we gotta change it. We gotta turn this guy into a box-to-box midfielder. Now we gotta play this guy as a Mazala on attack. So he goes this way. The inverted wing back comes in, and then we got inverted winger here. Okay, and then here we got winger. Okay, and here we got inside forward. Okay, now what we are gonna create is a combination that comes into this side, and then we're gonna get goals for him. All right. Okay, this could work too. Because we saw a CM on attack drifting into the box. Now we create another combination where this guy becomes a main goal scoring threat. Okay, inside forward, pressing forward. I'm going to turn this guy into like a PF on support. Okay, so he actually drifts a bit more. He'll drop deep. He'll drop deep and lay off the ball. So he lays off the ball, maybe the CM on now the Mazzala, right? Because the Mazzala is not going towards the box. He's going towards the edge. So he has the ball, he will do a Kevin De Bruyne to the other side of the pitch to that guy inside for attacking that space. So he's spent force because, you know, the whole game we've been telling him to do different things. Put on Amin Harit. Guendouzi, oh my God, this guy should never have been the he should never have been the Mazzala. He's got comes in to get the ball. I would set it up like this. Like Mass goes this way, inverted wingback comes this way. Then you get these two doing the overload for this guy to come into the pitch. Now you force everybody to the right. And the Mazzala is going to help you. And the inverted wingback is just going to hold his pocket. That's how we would set it up. Let me try one last time. Same thing. Right, so you go Mazzala on attack, winger, inverted wingback on attack, Bazaar, turn this guy into inside forward. Turn this guy into like a pressing forward or poacher. You know, any one of them will do. Okay. Shorter passing, fine. Okay, focus play. Bam. Okay, tempo, don't be too high. Okay. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, this is how we will get the guy on the left to score all the goals. But the inverted winger on his own, not. It has to be a different role. It can't be just inverted winger. Okay. Oppo De La Fuente is being kicked out by the Americans, man. They say you haven't been playing enough football. Man, we've fallen off the pace. 1, 2. We were in the hunt for a while. Now we've fallen off the pace a bit. Okay. All right, we got Guendouzi. Why does the AI want Guendouzi playing there? All right. Okay. Let's go. Now all I want to do, I want to see the left side. Okay. That's all we want to do. Because we kind of set everything up. It looks as if it could work. Oh, this is fun. Two formations that are very similar. Okay. Did we add? Oh, no, we didn't add. This guy has it. This guy doesn't have it. Tackle harder. Tackle harder. This guy is very pressing. Okay, done. Boom! You win the ball. Come on. Damn it. I thought we would win the second ball. But the press is correct. They went in to do the press. They tight marked the player. The player didn't have an option. But we got the cross, but we didn't win the header. Boom, boom. Okay, there we go. All right, goes wide. Mazzala is coming up to support. Okay, there we go. There, see the inside forward moving into the pockets of space, waiting to shoot. Yeah, we got the movement already. So now it's two attacking. So we drop it to balance. Okay. There we go. He's in the pocket. You see where they've done the pocket? Now this guy. He's in the space. Yep. They're looking for him already. Okay, let's make him a bit more of a goal scoring threat. All right, we're going to ask him to sit a bit narrower. I don't want him to start out wide because inside forwards, they tend to start out wide, then they run in with the ball. Now I just want him to just enter the pocket. So Ramdata also could be fine. So each one of this, we're overloading the right side and then we're looking for him. Right. You can actually make the looking for him even more pronounced with things like direct the ball to him, like cross aim far post, that kind of thing. Yeah. Okay, pressing forward, right? This is the reason why I like the poacher. The poacher is my number one role when I want other players to be the top scorer. Poacher can also be end up being the top scorer, but the poacher is the best role for teamwork, driven setups where you want 3 multiple players scoring goals. I love the role right now. It's right up there as the favorite role for me. My favorite striker's role is now the poacher. I don't like any of the other roles because I like to spread my goal scoring. I don't like one player to be the main goal scoring threat. Right? So it's always the poacher. So you got a Mazzala out wide. You got options coming in and then looking for him. And you're going to get him inside the box. Let's see now. Let's turn this guy into a poacher. Okay. A poacher, winger, Mazzala, inverted wingback. Of course, this guy can be like a wingback as well. Right? Wingback on attack. And we'll tell him to underlap. Now we accentuate the holding up and the focus on the right side of the pitch. Which skin do I use after the winter update? I'm using my own skin, my own dark skin. Yeah. There we go. See the difference between the wingback and the inverted wingback? You want the guy to score more goals? Play him as an inverted wingback. Look what this guy does, right? Goes in, comes inside, goes the ball. You got the wing. You look at where the inside forward is sitting half the time. He's half the time with a 1v1 chance. All he has to do, all you need to do is get the ball to him. And he'll get into a goal scorer. He's already you're creating very high XG chances for this guy. So you gotta know when to play inverted wingback, when to play like the wingback as well. My favorite is actually this is one of the best ways to set out. Okay, then you got the other one. Okay, you got winger support. Then you got winger support. PF is okay. Mazzala is okay. Okay, we go inverted wingback support. Hey, guess what, man? What's making a comeback? Does this look familiar to you guys? Okay. Focus blade on the left, they go there, and then they rock the right side. The focus blade on this side, they go there, they rock the right side. Okay, fine. Does this look familiar? It does, right? Liquid, baby. Okay, use attacking. Okay, shorter passing, play our defense, pass into space, hit early cross. Let's put out the whole Monty inside. Okay, let's go have some fun. Okay, can you all, first up, can these guys do this job? Okay, winger, what do you got inside? Right foot, okay, good. You, left foot, likes to be his cut inside from right wing. Okay, good. Okay, you, okay, we'll tell you to be a false 9. Okay, Milik becoming a false 9. Man, he's in a Dropbox folder. Yeah, it's always been in the Dropbox folder, man. I only use my dark skin. I don't use any other skin. Yeah. Please get, yeah. All right, let's go. Yeah, poachers are the best role, man. Poachers are so fun to watch because the poacher is too OP right now. Very OP. Because all the other roles, right, they like to do all kinds of funky shit. No, hey, I want to do something. I want to look like a damn good. Hey, that's nothing better than saying, hey, centre backs, we got a guy there who wants to hold on to the ball. Go and hold on. He's attracting the attention of the central defense. Central defense just follow the poacher around. Then you got all these guys coming in from all the other sides to score goals. So this is basically, oh no, sorry. We're gonna do this roaming play. I finished the setup, right? Okay. This is looking more and more like what tactic? This is Galileo. No, this is liquid, right? This is all liquid. Okay, so I'm just gonna move into channel. Who's moving into channels? No, you don't have to move in channels. Okay. All right. We want you to mark tight. Oh, they're already marking tight. Yep. Okay. We'll leave it. So everyone's already marking tight. So you got inverted wingback, and then we'll just do it like this. Yeah. Whole shape. I mean, who wants the whole shape? This is just another version of this tactic. This is just liquid. Liquid for FM22. This one is like the whole team is going to be moving up the pitch, right? And then when they get into the final third, they just move the ball around. Yeah. The only thing here is that we got this Mazzala funking about. in the half space, so he pulls players apart. What you really need are these guys attacking the box. Okay, let's get out of this. Let's go to key highlights. Hey, Nico, how are you, man? Do you remove pass into space? I would say use pass into, pass in, like I've always said for the last 15 or to 20 years, right? Pass into space, right, is great if you are dominating possession. If you've got loads and loads of possession, pass into space, go for it, right? Look, we got so much possession. We got 53 possession. What are you going to lose with using pass into space? You're just going to give the ball to the worst case scenario, giving the ball away, but you got so much of the ball already. So you're just taking a chance at, trying to find that space in between players to try and go and score some goals. So, yeah. You see when you got lots of possession. What would be the ideal combination? What would be the ideal formation for whole shape? Probably the 4-3-3 DM that you've got. Yeah. That is probably the ideal shape to play. If you just want to hold on to the ball, move a team around and try and create goal scoring opportunities, it is probably the ideal formation. But I will probably have a few more support duties in there. Yeah. Then you will be moving a team around, and then, you would have a chance to score goals. Hey guys, this is the last game of the season. Guys, we have been changing tactics every single game on this stream. We finished second with Olympic Marseille, man. We qualified for the Champions League in some style. Not bad for a team that was not expected to finish in the top 2. Man, bring your tactics with Olympic Marseille. Would it pass into space? Oh, God, no. Pass into space does not encourage runs. It's never had that effect. Pass into space does not make players make more runs. No, there's no such thing. Pass into space is an instruction to tell your players to take more risky passes. It doesn't tell our players, hey, can you run into the space? Because I'm passing into space. No, it does nothing of that sort. Yeah. Pass into space does not have that effect. Yeah. So I'm going to last game of the season, man. Okay, let's go last game of the season. Let's just funk it up, right? Okay. All right, just for you and for you only to turn into a poacher. See what happens, okay? So we got Maz, roaming playmaker, and on DM on support. DM on support. Inverter wingback on support. Mr. Liquid. For Mr. Liquid, he has to be like this then. Okay. Though I don't like this. F9 possible. But this guy is not much of an F9 player. Go to any one of my YouTube videos, you'll find the links there. All the links are on the YouTube videos on Bustthenet, the main channel. They're all there, man. Yeah. Yeah, every single video that I have, right, you'll find it inside there. What in the world is going on? This is very annoying, right? This is like a bloody bug in the game. This is a bug in the game, right? They show you the goal before the damn thing even happens. Like, what the hell? It happened to, I think it happened to Stick Piano yesterday during the draft. We had a draft yesterday, and then he conceded a goal, and he was just showing the highlight of the goal, and he was raging, and I was like, yeah, it's a bug, but nobody has reported it yet. I don't think anyone has reported this bug. I am too lazy to report the bugs now. I am way too lazy to report the bug. Okay, so let's see if this tactic can work. This is like from way back, right? So winger, Mezzala going this way, roaming play should work because I'm gonna lower the tempo. This is fine. Ball into box, pass into space. Oh, I didn't do all this. Okay. I didn't have them holding up the ball, making runs. Everybody is gonna be making runs. Come on. Just see whether this works. Because I'm just curious. It's the last game of the season anyway, so might as well just find out. We consider one bloody stupid goal to this Strasbourg team. Last game, let's go. Come on. Man, I want to dial it all the way up, man. Play like it's meant to be played. Okay. I'm going to do this things differently. Come on. I don't like tight marking like that. The way I use time marking is different. I don't use team time marking. I use very specific time marking. Ooh la la. Come. Yes. The brilliance of liquid is still there. Look at that. Who's going to score the goal for us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. Comes in unmarked. Scores the first goal. Okay. Now I'm going to do something different. Okay, so here we go. Tackle harder. Oh, no wonder you have all this. That's why liquid won't work. Take out. Take out. Take out. Take out. Okay, all right. This is all fine. I was like wondering why my players are tracking back. Okay. Cross aim center. No. Remove all this cross aim center nonsense. Okay. Okay. Come on. All this not needed. Okay. Tackle harder. Yeah, tackle harder. You can tackle hard as well. All right. Okay. The rest of you, come here. Mark tight. You mark tight. Mark tight. Mark tight. Mark tight. Mark tight. Mark tight. Done. Okay, something is wrong with this tactic. Again, you shouldn't be on attack. You should be on support, brother. Okay. You came in, yes, I know. If they are on attack, they'll probably score more goals. But we want to maintain the liquidity, liquidness of this tactic, because the liquidness comes from this very fluid. Okay, wait. Let's go Mazzala support. Can I get 2 for the price of 1? Because I went like this? No, still only liquidity. We have to be. This guy still has to be the funky dory. Does a 5-3-2 work with 2 Mazzalas and a CM1 defender in the middle? I mean, it does work. It just means that your wingbacks are always going to have to be very attacking. That's all. Because if your wingbacks, if you don't have very good wingbacks in the tactic who can attack the flanks, it's going to be a very powerful attacking tactic because of the wingbacks and the 2 Mazzalas. But if your wingbacks are poor wingbacks, what's going to happen is you're going to keep losing the ball. And every time you lose the ball, you can see goals is because the Mazzala is always out of position, right? So you can. This game of Football Manager is all about risk and reward. That's it. How much risk do you want in your tactic? You want risk, man. Shish kebabs. We consider 2 goals. How much risk do you want in your tactic? So your Mazzala attack is there's a lot of risk in the tactic because I just showed you a 4-3-1-2 where we had a Mazzala and Carrello, right? They were just absent during the defensive transitions because they're not in the right places. So my recommendation is if you want to play with Mazzalas, then you have to set the tactic up. You have to go and get yourself wingbacks who are good, right? They are good at keeping the ball. That's what you want. This tempo is like crazy fast, man. That's super fast, right? The tempo. I don't need super fast tempo. Yeah, exactly. Hang about creek a bit more. Yeah, move. Yes, exactly. Bang! That's the way. I want some simpler. Yes, that's just still the tempo hasn't been dropped yet. This is what we want to see. Correct. Bang. Holds up the ball. Makes a run. Takes defenders out because you got so many support duties, right? I mean, we can, you see. Now we got a lot of hard tackling. Correct. That's what we want to see. The hard tackling is bringing them into the game. Your tight marking is marking all the zones, right? So all the players are tight marked. This is how you press, man. This is how you play the game. Every time they get the ball, they are neutered. The whole defense you cut the balls off the other team. They cannot even play the ball. Yeah, they want to kick the ball. Oh my God, there's somebody on you. Then at the moment they have the ball, oh shit, somebody's coming to chop my legs off. Yeah, you're neutering the defense. You're neutering the opposition. This is Liquid 2022. I mean, haven't even launched a tactic. Nowadays I'm not a sort that creates tactics anymore and just say, hey, look at this video. I'll do it on this show. I'm not into the whole want to make a tactic. Making tactics is not too complicated. That's why I do these shows. I want you guys to go out there and make your own tactics. So like here, what we've done is very simple, right? Okay, why did that tactic work in the movement patterns? Okay, first up, we got a lot of support duties. Support duties are good if you have the players for them. They're not going to run off all over the place. Why did I specifically go for Mazzala? Because Mazzala's going to the half spaces, right? When they do go into the half spaces, you get a lot of like situations where roles like the inverted wingbacks can flourish because they are going to be able to, go around the defender. You're going to have three guys here pulling players away. And then you got all the space opening up in the middle. So you got other roles that can come in and take over their spots. So the question is who's going to be scoring goals. Like the worry is going to be for the opposition is who do they mark. So you can either do it like this or you can play it like this. Both ways work. Because of the way underlaps and overlaps now work on Football Manager, you can do an overlap, you can do an underlap. Or you can even do something like this. Overlap on one side, underlap on one side. Even more interesting. If I do an overlap, underlap, right? Overlap, underlap, it will mean that this guy is going to score buckets of goals. Can you... Okay, here, Zenji, I tell you what, okay, the reason why a lot of people... I have a lot of fun playing against narrow systems. I know it's a challenging setup, but you can beat narrow systems if you have the players for it. Okay, problem with this setup is this. If I were to play a narrow system, how do you think I would be playing with this tactic? The narrow system wants to focus. If I play a narrow system, I'm going to go right through your middle. I'm going to be as narrow as possible. So you have to understand the narrow system you're playing against. What you want to do against the narrow system is focus play down the flanks. One flank, right? You stretch the team. Stretch the flank. Pull them to one side. You open up the other side and then you score from that side. So essentially what you're doing with a narrow system is not, don't do this. You don't have to do this. You do this. But what you're doing is doing this, using the focus plays. So you got a focus play down one side where their wingbacks operate. You need to put pressure on their wingbacks. Because a system like a 4-4-2 diamond, for example, it's going to get like the DM can pass the ball, the AMC is going to receive the ball. So they got these options, right? Because if I play whenever I play narrow systems, usually in most cases, players play the wrong strategy against me. Narrow systems, you cannot allow them to tick, 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 because they want to focus play to the... Okay, it depends on how good the player is who's playing narrow systems, right? It's like I'm telling you how to beat me. That's not fair. We should do this on Discord chat, one-to-one. Okay? We're not going to reveal all the secrets tonight. So one of these days, you don't have to craft a tactic with the explicit aim of beating narrow systems. You have to understand how to use team instructions to beat narrow systems. Yeah, you have to know. You have to know how to use team instructions because you have to change this. Because when I was yesterday when I played against a narrow system, I beat the narrow system quite easily in one game. One game, I totally destroyed the narrow system. Couldn't answer me, right? Then another game, he destroyed me because, I mean, come on, man. How do I defend against Haaland Lewandowski? It's Haaland Lewandowski attack force. I mean, that's already difficult enough. So, yeah. Yeah, so I'm not gonna explain how to beat narrow systems on this, on this show. So but you can do this. No, don't apologize. We can talk about it on Discord, man. You can ask me the question. I'll share with you. I'll send you a message on DM how to beat narrow systems. Yeah, narrow systems are tough. The wider you go, the more you're gonna get. You're gonna get. If a guy who's very good at playing narrow, because if I play a narrow system, actually, what you should do right now, right, Zenji, is play narrow systems all the way. The best way to beat a narrow system is to play the narrow system yourself. Understand that if I were you, I would start playing narrow systems in draft mode. Like Saturday, we're gonna do draft, right? You play narrow system in draft mode. Narrow systems are actually kind of cool. You play narrow all the way, see what it does for you, and you will understand how to beat them. The only way you can beat a narrow system is by playing one yourself. Wait, have we won the thing? Oh no, we came in. We finished second, man. Look at this, miserable, 25 points behind them. But we were playing. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is our Bring Your Tactics stream, okay, where we change tactics every time. Who gives a rat's ass about tactical familiarity? Yeah, okay, we this part we lost a bit. We made it all the way to the semi-finals of the Europa Cup, and then we tried a tactic and then tried changing it. We couldn't get through. We were on the precipice of greatness, but we fell. We fell in the end. Let me see if there's any more tactics here. Zenji is done. Okay, we've done all these tactics. I have to go. Right. So yeah, we done for the Bring Your Tactics for today. So today I wanted to focus on the guys on Discord, man. Yeah, you have I'll send you a chat on Discord. Yeah, you start a discussion. I will send me a message. I'll tell you how to play against the narrow system. I'll tell you exactly how to do it. Okay, then you try it out. You try that one out. Because I'll explain it on Discord. Yeah. Because yesterday when I played against the narrow system, I finally figured it out. I actually figured it out when I was playing the game itself. I was like, what am I doing? Then I realized, oh shit, this is what I need to do. But of course, I could be wrong. Guys, anyone can be wrong. I mean, I'm doing my best to help out. But sometimes, we're not perfect. We're not perfect, what I mean? So I'll thank everybody for coming to today's show. I hope you enjoyed it. Just Bring Your Tactics, very simple one. We did a really simple show with the guys on Discord. And once again, Friday, we continue with I'll show you the safe. I'll show you the safe, man. They had to see the safe, man. My Palermo safe. My one and only great safe of Palermo, babies. The one and only, where my detail level is crazy. I've got so many leagues loaded. I got 26 leagues loaded. The total count on my player database is 150,000 players in my DB. Okay, and this is how my game is running. Okay, I'll just show you. Okay, people are going. You cannot play on this. It's not because I've got a computer that can go all the way to Mars and back. Okay, it's because when you load the game, you have to set your detail level quite right. That's the thing. You have to set the detail level. Of course, if you want full immersion in your tactic, for example, if you want full immersion in your save, okay. What do I mean by immersion? Okay, you've got playable leagues and view-only leagues, right? Two kinds of leagues in the game, right? You've got playable leagues, you've got view-only leagues. So when you go in and you set view-only leagues, the difference between a view-only league and a playable league is this. The players in a viewable league, they don't increase. They stay the same. So whatever view-only leagues you've loaded, they stay the same. The players in the playable league, they grow, right? Squads can add youth teams to them. They can supplement the squads. They can have more players. So these squads get bigger. All right. So when you want to create a save, which has some realism, why do some of us like to play with playable leagues? I love to play with playable leagues because I want to raise the difficulty level. Because if I play with only view-only leagues, it's chicken shit. It's not that difficult. Why? Because the AI is not as aggressive. It's not gonna. You see how fast that those pages, they only process one day, then the rest, right? So it's all about your detail level. So I've got 150,000 players loaded in this, but the detail level is set to an intelligent. I mean, I have not loaded every competitive league. Got 26 leagues, and I'll show you my detail level for this game itself. Right, this is my detail level. Right, I've got international set to mix because I don't want every single international. Right, so I'm not interested in World Cup playoffs, only the World Cup matches. African nations, the latter stages. Okay, I'm not a nutto. No, I'm not interested in the Southeast Asian Championship. You think tomorrow I'm gonna find something with Singapore? Right? Okay, seriously, that ain't happening, man. Oh shit, I should. That's me. I'm in the game. Hey, sorry, change that. I'm in the game. Yeah, I'm in the game. I have to Southeast Asia. You have to. Okay, I'm in the game. Right, so I need to find myself. Okay, so I'm gonna have to find myself, man. Okay, that European Championship. Okay, right. So I just load this. Now, my estimated game speed is it says very slow, right? But it's not. Yeah, because that is just an estimation based on your processor speed, right? So look at me. I'm running like multi-core. I've got 16 processors. I'm running a heavy multi-core machine. Not everybody can do this, right? So fair enough. So what if you end up, say it's you're using a laptop like mine. I've got a laptop. You go to work, you're gonna bring your laptop to work and you're gonna hide it under the table and you're gonna play by yourself, right? Okay. So how do you set your saves up? So how would you do that? Simple. Load the league you want to play in as playable. The neighboring leagues, choose about 3 or 4. Set them playable. Okay. Now, say you want to play in South America. Okay, okay, all right. But you want to make a lot of money in the transfer market. So you want to sell to who do you think has got all the money? England, right? England, France, Germany, Spain, right? They're willing to pay. So load England, top league, France, top league, Spain, top league, Germany, top league. That's it. Load those 4 leagues. It's playable. Okay. Then if you want to load 1 or 2 other leagues as view only, you can do that. Right? You can load 1 or 2 other leagues. You know how many players are going to be loaded in that kind of a setup? 40,000. That's it. Won't be a lot. Then you go to your detail level, you set your detail level accordingly. So don't go crazy on the detail level and choose everything. Like I said, right? Don't be a greedy fella. You want everything. Oh yeah, I want a continental club competition. I want Oceania. I want Europe. I want Africa. Wow, I can. What does this give you? This gives you match results. It simulates those match results. Those match results are important because what they in turn do is they influence the transfer market. They influence your play. So I mean, like when you have playable leagues make for a more competitive environment. It's much harder to beat the AI, man, because the AI ain't a Mickey Mouse anymore. The AI is gonna take you on. Transfer market, you think what the AI is gonna be happy with 20 million for his 1 decade? The AI is gonna look at you and go like, I know about all the other countries that want my player. You see, that's what happened with playable leagues. When you have like 4 or 5 playable leagues, right? They fight for players. When you have 1 playable league and you set everybody as view only, what happens is that 1 playable league becomes the king because everybody else is not going to fight over my players. So you can set, but you don't have to go overboard. I mean, like I've got a 2011 laptop. And it's running very, very fast with my games. It's like, I only have like 5 leagues, man, in there. And okay, fair enough. I'm developing from the region itself. But does this mean I don't get Brazilian players or Argentinian players? Of course you get Brazilian Argentinian players. You just don't get more Brazilian Argentinian players than what's there already because your database will tell you that number. You just cannot find quality ones, even on playable leagues. Yeah, that's going to be a challenge. It depends, man. That I can't help you with. Because it depends on your scouting as well, right? So, yeah, okay, look at okay, do you find more players because your knowledge level increases? That's another mistake. You don't find more players because your knowledge level increases. You find more players because your scouting package is higher. That's it. See, you have to look at scouting packages as well. Your scouting packages have to be maxed out. And then if you want to get more players, yeah, you will find more and more players eventually. But the thing is this as well, your scouts, when you send them the first time to an area where they've never scouted before, please set them to finish first before you go to ongoing. Because what you want to do is, I mean, if you want to be a completionist, you know, some of us are completionists. We're not very happy when our scouts knowledge doesn't go up, right? So you go like, damn it, you know, scouts knowledge is not going up. What do I do? Shit, man. This scouts knowledge is not going up. Yeah, set it to finish first. When you set it to finished, his knowledge does go up. The problem with this game is, for some reason, I mean, I've reported this as an issue because I've said this to SI many times. I mean, like, I am a lazy old dog. Okay, I don't want to keep pressing finished all the time. So you finish for the first time until you gain some knowledge, then you hit ongoing. This knowledge will still also increase. Yeah. Oh, if it's only been 4 seasons, you can't expect. Okay, there's a reset. There is a reset every, like, you know, there's going to be a reset, right? Where you just get replaced. Players leave and play. See, in Football Manager, there's always like a balancing act, right? When players leave the world and they have to bring in more players. So there's a balancing act. So you might have to reach that stage. Yeah. So you finish. Please, right? A lot of people are making mistakes because I stopped doing this. I mean, I did this video. I mean, if you remember my first few scouting videos, what did I say? My first few scouting videos was, you know, put your scouts until finished, right? Then after that, I started my scouting videos because I assumed you watched the first few. Maybe it is in 2015, right? The scouting video was done and I haven't updated that one. But the first one you watch is the first time you send a scout out, send him until it's finished. The second time, ongoing. His large level in increase. I mean, it's been a while since we on Discord we've done the challenge, right? We used to have this challenge on Discord, if you guys remember. It's the guy with the biggest map. The guy who's opened up the map knowledge level. I think somebody did 80%, 70% before. Yeah, because I can't. That was way back in 2016. We have stopped doing the challenge. We should actually return to doing the challenge. Yeah, man. So wait, let's go to Palermo, right? Let's just play one game I'm itching to play this game from Palermo. Okay, look at this, right? All my players. These are all the leagues. No, I'm tracking everything here. Okay, so I looking at, see, this is how I play the game. Like, if you're asking me, right, how do you play your normal games, right? The ones I don't stream. Okay, so I'm playing this game. I only did the first part of the show with you guys, right? We were doing this part. I'm gonna do another show, but it's gonna be more like updates. So because the Palermo save is more for you guys, so this is my tactic, my Palermo tactic, which was designed specifically for Palermo, right? Okay, so you come back to this inbox again. Or rather, now I can't go back, right? So if I wanted to see all that information like I did earlier, I have to come in here. Then I have to go inside here. There we go. Now I got all this information. Because all the other leagues, if you are view only, you don't get all this nonsense. You just get like who won the league, which year. That's about it. How do you think I do my scouting? My real scouting. I come inside here. So I'll be looking for kids who have got high shots on target per 90 minutes and high conversion rates. So I'll be tracking all these boys, right? Not like this. Man, I suddenly started coughing really badly, man. Yeah, scouting. Because the scouting players, just enjoy yourself. Because you cannot like stress, right? So I always scout until finish. Gain knowledge, ongoing. Finish, gain knowledge, ongoing. Bring in a new scout. And then that's how. And then sometimes I want to expand the knowledge of that country. It takes a while. Let's see now, okay? Scouting, right? My knowledge, when I started this, right, was 3%. When we started this, it was exactly 3%. Look at this now. It's 4% already. My world knowledge has gone up by 1% in the time we started the save from here to here. When we first started it, it was only 3%. Now it's 4%. So knowledge has actually gone up. Right? So we've gained some knowledge already. Very quick. If you set your scouting up. So I got my assignments right now. So I've got this assignment right now. Chief Scout, no, this guy, where is he? Argentina, Italy, Southern Europe. So we've got this guy. Argentina is until finished. His assignment. See, until finished. This is his assignment because he's got no prior experience in Argentina. So if I go to my scout here, right, he's got no Argentina. Now he's got some Argentina experience, 9%. So before he has zero knowledge of Argentina. So since he's joined me and gone, he's already going 9% from Argentina, right? And our scout world knowledge has gone up by 4%. So this is basically the thing about scouting, right? Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, like, okay. I mean, there are, I respect all the content creators out there, but yeah, but sometimes people don't get their initial assumptions right. You get amazing results from scouting, but you need to know what you basically need to know what you're doing when it comes to this game. This is all very basic stuff that people should know, right? If they play the game or they're actually doing guides on the game, you should actually try to find out about all this stuff. So the most of my Argentina knowledge comes from this guy, Leonardo Rinaldo, right? This coach, right? This guy that I brought in. But this staff, right, that I just signed, was doing the scouting. Where's the scouting hub? This guy, Patrick Anderson, he's only joined us recently. Correct. Wait, there he just joined us because there's a Malmo. Milestones, right? Jobs. Shit, notable. Signed by Palermo as a scout, 22nd of September 2021. We had no knowledge of Argentina prior to that. Okay, let's do this. I want to play this game. Okay. Giron, Perota, Marconi, Soma, De Rosa, Felicini. My number one guy on the flanks is injured for 3 weeks, man. This guy, Soleri, I brought him in, right? The guy's been absolutely sensational as my white target, man. Look at that numbers. 7.85 as my white target, man. He's only a kid and on loan. So now I got to play this guy, Felici. So Felici has to have to play in this position. Immediately, right? He's played, right? 7.03. And assist. Okay, so let's go. Come on, boys. Let's get this show on the road. You won the playoff final against Palermo, so you didn't get promoted. You're very mean. You keep saying that to me every time Chico, every time you come here, right? You keep saying that. No, you never got promoted thanks to me. Hey, man, BK Ethan. Yeah, I'm not feeling so good. Suddenly I'm coughing very badly. So we got to play one game, and then I'm going to go. I'm going to call this, man. So this is normally how I play the game. Maximum speed. Giron with the ball. Let's drop the speed down. Okay, there we goes my Felici. So, my fella. Is it better to scout region or country? It depends on the number of scouts. Normally, I would say the best, most optimum way of scouting is by country, but none of us have the numbers for country, right? So you start out with region until finished. But typically, I would say be a bit more focused. Like, I got no money. Okay. All right. I have literally got not a lot of money. As Palermo. So and we got ties to Argentina. So I set Argentina to finish. No. He skied that shot. Okay. So I would set Argentina, like I am setting Argentina to finish. Yeah. And then the Southern Europe is by region. Good work. This is not good, man. Nice. Okay. Scogamilio. Oh, I can't even pronounce your names. No. Don't let him turn. Oh, he's the crossbar. Thank God for that, man. This is getting a bit I'm getting a bit angsty. Okay, never mind. We'll sit back. We'll let them attack us. I'm used to letting teams attack me nowadays. I just let them attack me all the way. Felici gets the ball. Blam on. Oh, he can't feed the ball. Nice work. Floriano. Okay, this Oya is playing because the other player is injured. Or rather, he's not 100%. So we let him rest for a while. Because I want Luperini to play most of the time. But Luperini is like a bit like he was overusing him. I've been using him too much. Masolo with the ball. Masolo goes long again. Yeah, my favorite strategy in this game. I used the same tactic the other day on draft mode. I told everybody, yeah, you've seen the tactic before. Okay, all right. Oh yeah, we got inside the box, but he's so. I need this guy to have a certain specific trait. Okay, never mind. Masiolo to Marconi, come on. The Rose, he has been absolutely sensational, man. Oh yeah, the Rose. What a ball to Giron. Giron goes wide. Come on, square. Oh, just a bit more. We would have gotten our goal. Okay, come on, the Rose with the corner. Drops it onto the head of someone useful. No, he doesn't. Soma picks it up. It actually had a childhood friend called Soma. I had a childhood friend of my best friend, man. Soma Bahadur. That was his name. I was about, how old was that? 12 years old, man. He was my neighbor. His father was our Gurkha guard. He's from Nepal. He says, okay, Floriano shoots. Oh, keeper falls into a save again. So he was my best friend. So we used to play football all the time, go for adventures all the time. Soma Bahadur. I still remember his day until today, you know. We only, I was 7, 8 years old, 9 years old. Huh? And my brother and I used to go adventures with Soma. So we all go. And then my youngest brother always insisted on following us. He was only about 8 years old. So we ended up exploring areas of like old towns. Yeah. So we did a lot of exploring, man. So much about it. We actually, because my father would not want us, and he never allowed us to have anything easy, right? So when we asked our father, we wanted a bicycle, my dad said, yeah, you see that pile out there over there? There's a lot of spare parts. Why don't you kids go and make your own? So we had to go and make our own bicycle. So we made our own bicycle using all the spare parts. The only thing that wasn't in the spare parts was a pair of brakes. So my youngest brother decided one fine day, we told him don't use the bicycle, but he insisted. So one fine day as we were coming home from school, I saw an ambulance. Wow. So I ran down. So I was asking the security guys, what happened? Your brother came down the hill on the bicycle. The bicycle hit a stone. We told him to stop. He didn't slow down. He flew into the lamppost. My brother flew into the lamppost, smashed his nose on the lamppost. And yep, he was the only member of our family who had to go get plastic surgery. And he had got the honor when he was about 7 years old, man. You got 4 families from Nepal and 2 from China. Yeah, Nepalis are fun. I even asked, because his father was a member of the Gurkha Guards. So I went to him, right? So I said, wow, God, I was so impressed with them. They're such tough people. So he was my friend growing up. Soma Bahadur. I don't know why that name just came to me out of the blue. I haven't even thought of him in such a long time until I saw this guy Soma on the team. That's when I realized, hey. So now this Soma guy, he's gonna form. He's gonna be I'm gonna be very emotionally attached to him. Because I feel like I'm calling my friend up. I haven't seen him. Don't know whatever happened to him. Because when you're 7, 8 years, you're really young. You're still in primary school. You never. Those are growing up. Those days, we were all before the time of the Facebook and internet. I mean, back in the day, we had pen pals, man. We write letters. In school, the teacher will teach you about, okay, guys, English lessons, right? English lessons were, writing lessons was about writing a letter to a pen pal. Man, I still remember those days, man. You had to bring stamps to school, write a letter to your friends. So we had to go through this pen pal thing, right? So we had pen pals from all over the world. So you got these pen pals. So I remember I can't remember who my pen pal was or where he or she comes from. So you do this cultural thing where you explain your culture, so stuff. Man, that was a long time ago, man. Okay, not bad. Yeah, we're doing okay, man. We are very patient. No? This is how we're playing my game. Very patient. I mean, I play out basically key highlights, but yeah, he's offside. He should be offside. If it's a goal, it'll be a phenomenally fluky one. So this is how we do it, man. We keep very, because I don't know my team very well. We just started the season. I don't want to push them too hard. I don't want to, take too many risks at the start. I don't want to finish off the pace. And it's early, right? So, okay, we're going to bring Luperini on for this guy. The Rose is a phenomenal player, okay? I really like him. But we want to... Got 7 more minutes. Do you think I should give this boy a chance? I mean, risky to bring him on right now. So we'll bring on Jakob. Jakob's positioning is a bit weaker, but I think it's better. I don't want to risk Rose. So I have to identify my high risk, the players that are very important to me. Rose is one of them. Of course, there goes Soma with a clearance, man. I mean, I don't think, but yeah, he did the right thing by intercepting the play. Corner kick, nice work. Who's this champion among champions? Perota. Okay, there we go. Corner, defend this. So, and the goals I've conceded, I've had 2 3-3s, okay? And all the goals were conceded from crosses. Corners and crosses. Okay. There's nothing I could do. I was like, it was just, they score from a corner and a cross, I have to score from open play. They score from a corner and a cross, I have to score from open play because my players are just too short. Floriana, nice work. Luperini, come on. I bring him on too late. Yeah, the system of scouting has not changed from Championship Manager, Football Manager days. It's all the same, right? Start with finished, go to a nation, scout until the nation's knowledge level is there, right? Then move to a new nation, gain knowledge, finish, move to a new nation, finish. Okay, you can do your ongoing if you want to maintain. That's it. That's it. It's old school, but it works. Problem is, right now, if you hit ongoing, his knowledge level does not increase, right? That's the downside. So I know it's a bit counterintuitive. It's not working the way we want it to, but SI is aware of it, and it's not been, it's just there, We're doing it the same way. Finish is the best. Like it's just seen, my knowledge level in just one less, since I started the game, has gone up by 1% already. Yeah, you don't want to watch, you don't enjoy doing the scouting. I only, okay, how often do you scout? I don't scout very often. I set it. The thing is, I set it once a season. I don't look at it until I have to. That's all. Yeah. But what I do track is my knowledge level increasing? Are my scouts gaining knowledge? That's why I track. That one I track. Okay. That's all. Other than that, I'm fine. Easy can peasy. It's not too difficult. Don't block. Yes, sweet. Keep it simple, man, guys. We are playing a very simple game. We want to build this team into this system for the long run, right? Really. Thank you for giving the ball back to our keeper. A fluffaduffucus. Masolo, please kick the ball longo. Hey, man, Canote. Why are you so useless? Good, man, Giron. I'm just carrying on with my Palermo save, man. I know this is a bit of both. I'll do a short little video talking about Palermo. But first, let me get the love affair going. Or Luperini does well. Red Dead, so well. Okay, there we go. Felchi. Soma. Yeah, this guy, like they just wind down the clock. 0-0. Okay, I'm not too unhappy. That's fine. We keep playing like this, we'll be okay. I don't expect to light up the league. We're just 16, 19, 3 points behind the league leaders. But I don't want to like go overboard because we had some really crazy games. Look at this, man. 3-3-3-3. Watch this, right? Notice, these guys were top of the table, right? They were top of the table. Look at my XG, 3.01. And they were playing against us. And I was like, what the hell am I doing? So this is them attacking. Asempio crosses the ball. We defend that. And then this guy smashes it from there. I'm like going, shit, man. This is not going to be a good day for me. Second goal, penalty. At this point, I'm like, I wanted to like, oh, that's it. I'm going to get humbled. Then our comeback started. Look at this ball. Our poacher. What a goal from my poacher, man. The second one, they got a goal from a corner. And I was like, by now it's over, right? 3-1. Then they get a red card. And that's when we scored a few more goals. Down the line, we stretched them. I went wider. Boom. Poacher again scores the goal. And then the final goal, the equalizer. Slippo, that's my white target, man. Place it to my shadow striker and my poacher. Finishing it off. 3-3. A comeback, man. 3-1 down. This was 3-1 down. We did a comeback. And then again, I had to do it again in this game. So, I mean, that commentary was not supposed to, so here, again, you look at the scoreline, 2-1 down, and then 3-1. So, first goal they scored. I'm thinking this whole thing is going to repeat itself all over again. Okay. Second goal. Okay. And then we came back. We scored 1-2, they made 3-1 after that. That's my white target forward again. And then here they became it 3-1. I thought, okay, shit, man. I'm going to have to avoid another one of these matches again. I can't defend against crosses because my boys just can't jump in the air. So I have to outscore them on the ground. So this is how we do it. Boom. 3-2. Right, this is the youngster fella. Again, Giron, Floriano cuts into the wingback. Wingback slips it to the poacher. I have to create, right? Every one of my games has to be a high XG chance. It's just pure entertainment. And this is a game that's got 26 leagues loaded. And it's got 150,000 players. And I keep telling you guys, right? If you want to have these kind of saves, you want to load these kind of saves and you want to make them run, yeah, it's possible to play these saves. And the processing speed isn't that bad, right? It is not that bad. The thing is, okay, yeah, it takes some time to like day to day. There will be some processing because there's got to be a lot of matches. But yeah, overall, I can't complain. It's not that bad. For me, because I have to play like this, right? So I normally do this, go on holiday, next match, boom. So I'm going to do a video for you guys very soon, right? I'm going to pop in a video. The video is going to be out tomorrow. I mean, just in case you thought I was just taking it away. Yeah, this is it processing. It's moving, right? So it's not like it's very, very slow. But I'm going to do a video for you guys where I show you what you need to do, right? In terms of the leagues, the view-only leagues, the detail level. Like, what's the amount of detail that you need to set? So it's how realistic you want the save to be is basically it's going to be your choice at the end of the day, right? So you have to choose for yourself. Like I've got a laptop that's slow as fuck. And it's slow as fuck. So I got to make it run quite fast. And just to let you know, right, it's not that bad. Yeah. So you have to set the right systems. Yeah, man, BYT is done. I saw your tactic. We have to make a few changes. Yeah, I had to make a few changes. Lord Caputo is gone, baby. Lord Caputo is gone. But just for you, to let you guys know, right? Okay, you're wondering maybe it's taking a long time. In the time I'm talking to you, right, just moves along super fast. Bang, it's back in. So there's a way to set your saves up. I'll put in the video tomorrow, especially scouting. Wait, our knowledge went up by 1 percentage point since I started. We are at 3%, now we're at 4%. It's not hard. Just need to set things up correctly. That's all. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show. You found it useful. We did bring your tactics, and of course, sneak look at my Palermo. I am going to carry on with Palermo actually. I want to carry on with Palermo because I'm at Paganese, man. Okay, let's play another game. I can't help it. We got to play another game. I have to play another game, man. I love this save. This is my love save. It's my love save. There's no other save for me because it's going to be my love save. I have to play this game again. Okay, so have we got? Oh man, got injuries, no. These guys, I'm not gonna miss him, don't worry. Yeah, I'm not gonna miss you either. There's 2 injuries now. Okay, where is I need this guy back. The problem is this guy I lost him to injury. He's my usual white target man. We're doing so well with him. But now he's injured. So ever since he got injured, we got a problem. Okay, I'm gonna play it again. Play it again, Sam. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Paganese. Paganese, baby. Okay, all right. Oh, winger. Okay, DLF. Wait. Let me think. Oh, this team. No. Cannot play like this. Must play a bit more like this. Okay. All right. Next match only. Okay. Go back again. Shit. Don't change your tactic. Okay. Don't be an idiot. Okay. Next match only. All right. Come in here. Okay. All right. All right. Where's my opposition instructions? Okay. Keep you to the left. Keep you to the left. I mean, I've already got it set. Don't be late. I already got it set, so better pay attention. Okay, Daljit? Don't screw things up. Okay, you got low. All I want is low agility, low agility, poor first touch, poor composure. Okay, his composure is okay. His agility is not very good. Okay, so it might trigger press on him. Okay, this defender, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't ask for trouble. Trouble will find you instead. Okay. Low agility, low composure, poor first touch. Okay, baby. Okay, Christian Cella. No, not you. We don't want to touch you with a 10-foot pole. Christian Cella, is it you? Oh, and I've got this. No. We don't want to touch you with a 10-foot pole. Okay, you. No. We're not touching you with a 10-foot pole. We're not touching you with a 10-foot pole. We're not touching you with a 10-foot pole. You, composure, agility, but you're so we're not gonna touch you. You're not touching you either. We're definitely not touching you. Okay, so we already got, they got some guys with height, man. Okay, they have some guys with height. So we're gonna tackle this whole bunch of players here. Okay. All right, let's go. Okay, boys, let's try this. You should consider signing Lord Caputo for this team, Palermo. How do you get the most out of high flare players? Put them in positions where they are going to create chances. High flare players, I usually play them as inside forwards, inverted wingers, shadow strikers. They're always creating lots of chances for players in and around them. I've got one player here in my setup who's supposed to be a high flare. This is the wrong team. Sorry. Here, this guy is my high flare player. So I actually play him off a poacher. Right, and he's got a white target man on his right, so they are going to look at him. They're gonna feed him the ball occasionally, so he's gonna create chances in and around. He's already had a few assists this season, yeah. So he normally gets a lot of assists. Okay, the Rose, come on, baby, Parota. Hey, we're getting ourselves back in this game, man. Palermo is going to be I'm going to do an update, yeah, but it won't. Oh, shish kebabs. What have I done wrong? I've done something wrong. Wait. Something was wrong in my setup. Wait. Mark tight. Okay. All right. Let's go. I need them to mark a bit tighter. You should if you want to play with high flare players, think about how you can use other roles around them. That's more important. By themselves, they're gonna do bugger all. Like shadow strikers, high flare. Superb players. AMC, right? 4-2-3-1. AM in the center, high flare. You got a sweet player in that position. So try that out. You'll be very impressed. Look at that, right? High flare players do the unpredictable. So if they're the closer they are to your attack, the better. Don't put a high flare player at the back. You know, there's no point playing a high flare DM, for example, right? Or a DLMC. Yeah, I don't like high flare MCs. I mean, yeah, sometimes they can do the no look through between the line pass, but I like them closer to the attack. So I usually like them in 4-2-3-1s. Yeah. Okay, come on. We got to talk to the boys, man. This is not going well. Demand more. We don't want to berate them too early. Maybe now I should have berated them because they attacked us, right? So I should have berated them. Baloko, come on, kick the ball. Give it to me. Oh, man. No, you didn't. Come on, get on him. It's, okay, 1, 2, 3. These guys are marked. Okay, good. I'm not worried. So what I'm looking at the transaction, hey, all of them being marked. Yeah, sweet. I'm safe. Oh, no. What's going on? Computer went blank for a second. Okay, here we go. Tisone. Don't. What a save from our keeper. He hurled himself. Oh, look at him. I want to see him punching the air next time. Okay, come on. I don't deal with this kind of crosses into the box very well. So it makes me very, very nervous. Okay, enough. I don't want to do it on comprehensive. I don't play my matches. I play them on key highlights. I can't handle comprehensive, man. Hey, God, there are frozen water bottles. They are there. When I was playing on comprehensive, that's why I didn't want to throw a frozen water bottle every 5 seconds. I won't have any frozen bottles left for this save, man. Yo, baby, put your shoes. Come on, that was so close, Brunori. Why? Okay, Francesco De Rose is on a yellow. Okay. Okay, we demand more. He's okay. All right, boys are cheering up. They know their manager wants more from them. He likes what he sees. Luperini to Perota. Perota plays it to Luperini. To Floriano finds the Fela. Cross by my boy Fela scores. I told you, man. He's my high flag player. Look at him go. Does the unpredictable. He gets into the box. Look at him. He's still fighting. This is what I love about Fela. Fela. Oh, you beautiful thing, Fela. Okay, gets it. Hands off. Yeah. Got Fela scoring. Okay, now we got to worry about this guy. Yellow card. Is he on hard tackling? I think, yes, he is. Wait. Who will he hard tackle? He's so deep. The only person who's got hard tackle is this guy. Okay, so... yeah, so I don't have to worry. Okay, I don't have to worry. He's only going to hard tackle him, like the striker. So who else is going to hard tackle? Nobody else, right? He's just going to hold his position. Okay, come on. Who's this? Brunori. The Rose. Bury this. Did we? About to take him off. I was about to take him off. The Rose. Yeah, what a goal. Okay. Palermo is all over this team. Okay, Floriano is not having a good game. What have we options? Marong is a fullback, Doda is a fullback, Brutaro, Slippo will play for Felici. Okay, so we'll bring on Slippo instead. I think what we'll do is we'll take off Felici, right? Felici is not having a good game, so we're gonna bring on Flippo. I mean, yeah, Flippo might be an option. Silipo, not Flippo. Silipo. Okay, let's go with Silipo first. Okay, Floriano is actually playing in place of Valente. Valente is injured. Okay, we're gonna bring on. Guess who's been getting some game time? Giacomo Corona has already scored a goal. He's just set the record in the league. Palermo now holds the record for having the youngest goal scorer in Serie C. And we did that in our second game. And it was that young boy, Corona. That was good. It was a good performance. So it puts us in touch with the leaders, right? We're not, okay, it's the early days. Avellino, we drew against them. We beat Bari. That was glorious. But then the next thing we did was after beating Bari, we drew 3-3. So this league is fun, man. It's a lot of fun because, like, I don't know who is going to surprise me next. We're not storming away with anything. We're just doing okay, go slow. So this is where all I spend a lot of time. So sometimes when I play this game, right, I'll come in here, I'll sit down, bring my drink, I'll sit down, and I'll go through all these players one by one. I say, okay, who do I keep in touch of? So you see, this is our under 18s, right? So I got a reference marker. So I'm looking at shots on target, the guys who are producing a lot of shots, and those guys who are getting themselves into good XG positions. So looking at expected goals like this. Gigante is our own player, but look at this, man. 3.53 here. But he got 5 appearances. He scored 3 goals. I'm not impressed if I see this. So this doesn't get me like excited. No way, man. This will get me excited. So Samuel Thierry gets me excited. Of course, our own player is getting me very excited. Okay, he's at 5 appearances, 5 goals, and 2.07 XG. So Gabriel Gigante in our very own team is just lighting up the league, right? So in the absence of so since we moved what's his name, Corona, so we're gonna do is we're gonna have to make him because I already have him set up. I already have it set up in such a way that if I go to responsibilities, go to match, right, automatically make unfit first team players available for the under 20s. So what this means is automatically, well, in my squad, whenever Corona is not in the first 11, right? So if he's not in the first 11, he's not in the match squad, he has to be made available for the youth team. So now what I'm going to do is for this game, for the next game, I'm going to actually uncheck this. Uncheck this. So he's not available now, right? So I set it up like this. So he gets the chance to play with the under 20s. So now he just got a chance with the main team. So we're going to slowly develop him as well. And when it comes to my training, it's been simple. I just use my own training schedule. There's no mystery in my training. Okay, but we have to come in here and fix this. Okay, so we come in here, lazy match prep. That's it. Okay. Overall outfield I don't need, right? So we're just using lazy match prep. So defensive shape. We're still early days, right? It's only October. I mean, we're gonna learn. They're gonna learn the tactic very soon. So I don't need match practice here, so I can just remove this. Then we can just do match preparation, attacking movement, match preparation, defensive shape. We can set match preparation, teamwork. Yeah, this is fine to get ready for this game. I can copy this. The next time it happens, I'll just drop it in again. Here, okay, that's it. Then I come back in here. We'll just do balanced here. And I'll copy here and I'll paste. Okay, by this point in time, we should be tactically familiar. Okay, so if I'm looking at my tactics right now, I look at this, look at that. We're almost there. We'll be there soon enough. Right. So I haven't been chopping and changing my tactic. They've been playing the one same tactic all the way. In terms of our scoring right now, not bad. Expected goals 1.51. Expected goals against, not that fantastic. Team. What I've been impressed with is this. Possession gain here. Because I want to hit teams, right, in transition all the time. Because I want to maximize my chance of winning. See, I don't want to be sitting in the opposition third camping all the way. I mean, so far, okay. I'm happy with my team. Scouting. So our knowledge has gone from 3% to 4% in less than a month. We started August. So now it's gone up already. So I'm hoping that we get our knowledge going up. So we're slowly getting there. Yeah, we're slowly getting there. But some of my scouts assignments, so far I've got this guy is ongoing. Because why is this guy ongoing? Right, he's got 100% knowledge of Italy. I don't need him to go and, until finish for Italy. So he is set to ongoing because he's got 100% knowledge. So I don't mind that. So while this guy, on the other hand, Patrick Anderson, has just started working in Argentina. It's his first job. So he's already got 13%. So over time, and somehow he knows how to dress. Look at that, man. I got the right guy for the job. Look at that. Look at him, man. What a scout. No wonder they're coming quickly. Look at this. He knows how to wear a tux, a bow tie and all. Man, we certainly know how to hire our people. So I'm not signing any players at the moment. I'm not the sort of person that goes into saves. The first thing I do is I go and sign all these players. No, I work with the ones I have first. I get to know those players. I form a bond with them. I've been that kind of player for a long time. I mean, of course, signing players, going out there, adding players to the squad can be fun. But I don't know my players, so I don't know who to let go. So how do I do that at the start of a save? So you see, my position is this. I go into the team. I need to get to know these players. I need to play with them. Then I can understand, yeah, you're kind of useful, you're kind of useless. Right? Then once I form the analysis, I can sign players. And don't forget, right? I can't, there's no transfer window for me I made this save harder for myself. So I've locked in the transfer window at the start. So I can't make any transfers at the start of the season. I can only do them in the winter transfer period. So if I want to add players to the squad, I can only do them in the winter period. So I'm making this save a bit more interesting by loading all these leagues in, by having this kind of, by making the transfer market very aggressive, making the AI even more competitive to play against. Because when you make more leagues playable, it gets more interesting. Because otherwise, when you only have one league playable and that league playable only, then what you get is domination matrix, because you are the strongest team in terms of the way you, because everything else, all the other leagues are simulated. So as far as the transfer market is concerned, you got no competition. You're the king of the hill, right? And then the worst thing is this: you want to sell your players, they're not really interested in it. It's like selling to a sleeping player, you know. Yeah, you want to buy a player, take. That's what that's how they treat you. See, I want the transfer market to be, a bit more snazzy. So I want to thank everybody for popping into this stream. I hope you enjoyed it. And of course, the Palermo save continues on Friday. And today I just tossed in the Palermo save because I will be playing it offline. I love it so much. These are my love saves. Love saves, you don't stop playing them. You play them every waking moment. That's how I play love saves. So I hope you enjoyed today's show and you found it useful and entertaining. And if you have any more questions, tomorrow I will put out the video on the leaks. I'm doing one, so I'm hoping that I finish it by tomorrow. The editing is kind of a bit heavy going at the moment because there's a lot of new things I'm trying out with the video. So you guys stay safe. I'll see you again soon, man. And thank you once again for your support.